What the caterpillar calls the end of the world, the master calls a butterfly, said Richard Bach in Illusions, the Adventures of a Reluctant Messiah. Have you ever felt suffocated in your body and felt that the tasks ahead are not possible, that the world does not understand you, that you are doomed to be free, that you are not treated well? We all have our ups and downs in life. At times, we feel like mythical Arjun who drops his weapon and says, I won't fight. Just hold on. Open any page of Richard Bach's Jonathan Seagull and you will get that much needed encouragement. Richard Bach's Jonathan Seagull has always fascinated me. If I can have one book only other than Bhagavad Gita, it would be Jonathan Seagull. It epitomizes the message of patience, prudence, and perseverance. In this book, Jonathan decides that he does not want to die like ordinary seagull, spending all his life on not learning new things and being content with scraps of food. In Ruskin Bonds, The Room on the Rope, Rusty, the protagonist, also decides that he wants to be either somebody or nobody, but he doesn't want to be anybody. The book gives the message that your whole body is nothing than your thought itself. In a form you can see. Break the chains of your thought and you break the chains of your body too. Jonathan ventures to learn new ways of flying because if wings are given, they would have been given with a purpose. Momentary illusions and challenges shock him like all of us, and he starts wondering, there's no way around it. I'm a seagull. I'm limited by my nature. If I were meant to learn so many things about flying, I would have charged for brain. If I were meant to fly at speed, I would have falcon's short wings and live on mice instead of fish. My father was right. I must forget this foolishness. I must fly home to the flock and be content as I am, as a poor, limited seagull. However, Jonathan keeps on trying as he believes one does not need faith to fly, one needs to understand flying. He tells himself, don't believe what your eyes are telling you. All they show you is limitation. Look with your understanding. Find out what you already know and you will see the way to fly. He finds out a way to fly at speed by folding his wings and sets a record speed for any seagull. He is excited to pass on his newfound learning to the rest of his community, but to his surprise, he is outcasted for his achievement. He feels terribly disappointed. Irresponsibility, my brothers, he cried. Who is more responsible than a gull who finds and follows a meaning, a higher purpose for life? For 1,000 years, we have scrabbled after fish heads, but now we have a reason to live, to learn, to discover, to be free. Give me one chance. Let me show you what I have found. But he must live alone. He does not give up and finds divine companions who teach him the value of life. Thousands and thousands of gulls, I know. Sullivan shook his head. The only answer I can see, Jonathan, is that you are pretty well a one in a million bird. Most of us came along ever so slowly. We went from one world into another that was almost exactly like it, forgetting right away where we had come from, not caring where we were headed, living for the moment. Do you have any idea how many lives we must have gone through before we even got the first idea that there is more to life than eating or fighting or power in the flock? 1,000 lives, John, 10,000, and then another 100 lives, until we began to learn that there is such a thing as perfection, and another 100 again, to get the idea that our purpose for living is to find out that perfection and show it forth. The same rule holds for us now. Of course, We choose our next world through what we do and what we learn in this one. Learn nothing, and the next world is the same. At this one, all the same limitations and lead ways to overcome. His companions tell him, forget about faith. You didn't need faith to fly, you needed to understand flying. His companion makes him understand. No, Jonathan, there is no such place. Heaven is not a place and it is not a time. Heaven is being perfect. The book ends with Jonathan taking the legacy forward and guiding future unlimited students. Thank you.